The IESF would like to welcome you to the 14th Esports World Championships.
All right, and let's jump into the game here because we're gonna start our first game of today. So it's gonna be Malta against Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Exactly, and we've been waiting for this moment. Let's get it on as we begin our group stages of the 14th World Esports Championship held in Bali for 2022. As we already have, of course, Malta on the CT side, as we already have a little bit more of an initiative coming out. ZRZ looking for his first pick. As we begin here by the corners of the Peanut World. Emerging up close and personal. A couple of deathlights have already been popped out. And Peanut World gets a triple out of the blue. Now it's only left with Slinger as he goes down. And Zaka's the only one here to hold on. And Malta will begin with the first point of the lead.
Yo, very strict headshot there. Present by Peanut World. 3 headshot.
3 headshots in a
In
row.
a row. That's right. That's correct.
To kick off our very first round.
Yeah, it's a very
Phenomenal start for them, though.
Yeah, and also like a very good momentum as well.
Exactly.
Because they could just, if they could just ride this momentum, they could get 3 rounds. And this is still at round 2, and we are seeing a full eco coming in from Bosnia. So probably it's gonna be like 1 straight push, but no, he's using some Zeus there, so probably just gonna hold the squeaky, not gonna move any inch yet. He's trying to hold. There is no movement yet, but I think that they will try to go downstairs.
They can absolutely take their sweet time here, Peanut World. To see a little bit of motion coming out of one of the players of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I mean, Malta, of course. Peanut World just trying to see what he could basically get out of the situation while Catalyst see for a little bit of damage. Zaka is the first one to go out, though. The exchanges were quickly pulled out, and that's where we find ourselves. Of course, another point swinging in favor of Malta.
Yeah, I think that it's an easy point here by Malta because they doesn't need to fight against a full equipped team. So yeah, there you go, 2-0. Gonna go straight to the first round here. Will we see a force by round or maybe one more eco round if they want to go for a sniper? But yeah, you're gonna see a full by round here with 5 AK.
Yeah, this setup should be able to bring them back a little bit more leverage. Great spray coming out from Severini at the very least to at least initiate the first takedown. And once again, Bosnia having a little bit of struggle here, having to go 4 versus 5.
Yeah, especially like they are on the full weapon here with the AK, but they lose 1 AK. But meanwhile, Zaka at the outside with Kevin here. So there is some retreat that is happening outside and gonna go straight into the secret. And already at the control room, but wow, that is not a good timing changing into the nades. And down you go. It's a 2v1. And it's already downstairs. I think Slinger at the downstairs.
And there we go. You can basically hear the screamings on stage as Malta is getting absolutely pumped up for the games for today. And what a clutch coming out of each of these respective players. Catalic, Serenity, they're already receiving like an average of 3 to 4 takedowns on these rounds. And Peanut World with that initiative move on the first one. That was something that has been able to keep the momentums up for the team.
Yeah, I think like it is also because like they're playing on CT. I mean, like I really love to play CT when we are talking about noob because you have the advantage with a very high or difficult angle to be predicted by your opponent. But Peanut is just holding the line there, and 1 more to go. It's a clean round for Malta.
I just absolutely love the synchronization coming from both Peanut World as well as Catalic. Like, just look at those massive spray downs, and they just basically nailed it on this call to hold the fortress. And it seemed like there's not much that Malta could have possibly do in those moments.
Yeah, Bosnia, they're just taking the round 1 by 1, and they are not letting any chance fall into the hand of Malta. And Peanut World Just trying to holding one more angle, one more time, I guess. And outside of the container here. And the outside just missed the shot. And also like reveal his position. Zaka. Just trying to grouping with the others, and they just can't go anywhere. They will try to push slowly from Malta.
At least it draws a little bit of attention on the outskirts of Silo, where D is being absolutely occupied, although he does have the op in hand. Therefore, it's just going to take a little while before they get anything done here. But Malta, they've already slided their way inwards while they're also being zoned out by the Molotovs being thrown right in. So Simka just got to wait it out for the moment. There's just about less than a minute for them to basically get the plant down, and thus far, 4 rounds of play, and yet it doesn't seem like they've been able to get one down. Zaka's already out.
Yes, a very nice headshot with the sniper here, and there you go, another one. One wall bang, and B with another kill. And 5-0 Bosnia.
And it's just clean rounds overall. They haven't been able to get much going for the team, even though on these buys, like, this is going to be very costly if this keeps up for the side of Malta.
Yeah, I think that Malta really need to do some tactical, but we haven't seen any tactical yet here. So another buy round with Zaka, only with one Tech 9. This is not looking so good for Malta, because they're just trying to force buy, and they do not have any answer. From Bosnia, they have all the tools right now, they have the utility, they are having a lot of time to just delaying Malta to go maybe to make Malta wanna make some rush.
Exactly. And immediately Simka coming with off angles here, allowing him to basically get those picks going for not only himself, but also for Katalik.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good option. I mean, like, you just delayed by the Molotov, and you're just trying to push straight from the small hut, and instantly they got punished one by one. They swing one by one, they got punished one by one.
Exactly. That A site was absolutely guarded off, and I just felt like it's just going to take a while before they get used to this. And we've already had this conversation where, of course, we may not have been able to witness the map veto rounds overall, but Nuke as a starting point for these teams have been a little bit more challenging.
Ooh,
and it has been already some trades going on. Kevin's the first one to go.
Yeah, there is no threats eventually, and ZRZ.
Oh, my word!
There you go. That's the one that Malta need to do right now. Is just making some surprise factor, and even though they haven't yet can breach Bosnia.
Yeah, and at the very least, that's a good hit shot for a little bit of payback towards Simka. Now Sereni has to deal with 2 though. So that's a lot of utilities in hand. That shot coming from the Deagle is absolutely immense. Here goes Slingers, finally getting the bomb down for Malta. This could be their very first point. Peanut Roll need to find a way to get this retake going.
And do remember that this is still on the eco round pistol from Malta. The playing receiver, and one by one is already down. Matchstar with one Deagle once again. Only 1v1 changing the P250, and finally Malta get their one round that they need to do here.
That was absolutely crucial for Malta to basically pull these games back in their favor. The first half may not have started the way that they intend to have it, but at least it's still a saving grace for a team as we approach our 8th round overall. So finally, we are seeing Malta getting their hands on the op.
Yeah, finally. One sniper for Malta here, so probably they could just try to hold their angle play really, or maybe just slowly, inch by inch, walking into the outside. On the silo, we have Zaka, the sniper from Malta. Doesn't yet have any vision. And he as well, he is the guy that always be the barrier for Malta.
Some really tight angles coming in for Dido. Sereni just giving a close watch. Doesn't seem like ZRZ gets any sort of ways to approach this situation, but Peanut World does find one and only gets a headshot against Meshta. So still has to play this on a slight deficit, but there's plenty of opportunities here for Malta at the very least. They still keep themselves a whole lot of their utilities going for them.
Yeah, because this is Nook. If you want to play it fast, you're gonna play it fast. If you're not gonna do it slowly, you have to do it really, really slowly. But Peanut World, once again, got one member and Catholic. This is first fire here. I do not think that Malta has any chance right now, but Zaka probably can prove me wrong. 4v1, but D is just sealing the deal, seal the round here.
Absolutely. And we're just looking at Bosnia and Herzegovina having an absolute momentum on their side. Though it was Zaka that does pull one back, stopping the onslaught of Peanut World, it still did not deter what BA has been able to offer throughout the course of rounds, where it's just favoring the CT side so much.
Yes, the cities really have the advantage right now. Showing all of the utility from the outside, probably Secret is the best way to go. For Malta, they're just trying to rush in because they have only the handgun here. Already at the outside, they can't just stay really slow, but ooh, a very nice spray through the smoke there. Hitting a couple of players.
Oh my word, he almost got the head though. And Simka does get that double going on for him. Got to go in for a little bit of reload, and here comes Serini giving him a little bit of backup, and he does get the bomb on the ground. So Serini is just handing around in the hands of Bosnia and Herzegovina once again.
Wow, wow, yes, it's absolutely some domination, but because we already knew as well that it's not enough weapon for Malta. They can try to rush it, go straight into the Secret, probably gonna plan the C4 at the B side, but yeah, they doesn't have any utility or any weapon. But once again, a full buy round for Malta. They need to do their best right now because it's already 7-round difference. It is quite a huge gap. Even though like, alright, this is something like 55 to 45 when you're gonna play as the city.
Exactly, and though they do still have a couple of rounds to spare before they hit over onto the CT side instead, they just got to make do. If they could pull basically 2 more points back, it's still entirely possible.
They really need to pull something here, and Slinger at the outside. They really need to play at the outside here because if they do try to go inside, they will just get pinched off. He just got sandwiched, but right now Zaka.
Good attempt.
Yeah, already down right now.
Just love the wall bangs that's coming right through. But of course, to no avail for the moment, as they're just taking every inch of opportunity for the moment. It's Catalic just throwing a little bit of flash. Well, Catalic soaks in a little bit of damage from the back. He quickly switches over to a back though as D, Peanut, and Simka. They immediately get those picks going for them, and they don't really have much time as ZRZ is the only one left remaining.
Yeah, and then another difficult round here, and a very hard angle. Peanut just guarded what he needs to do. And 9 rounds against 1. The other, seeing the highlight there, he can't do much. And Malta, once again, eco round. They are gonna go into the buy and eco round cycle.
Exactly, and things just haven't been working out for Malta as the coordination coming in from Bosnia and Herzegovina has been perfect thus far. It doesn't seem like anything has been able to deter them from getting this defense done. And oh my goodness, thankfully that was defused in the nick of time. Got me worrying right there for a second.
Yeah, so they go straight from Squeaky into the fan, into the B side, but look at that. Where is the C4? The C4 is on the fan. Upstairs on the A side.
It's just unbelievable how many hits on Catalic get before he goes down. Thankfully, Mesa managed to stop him from getting much more. But D, he's just going to be able to hold them all back, and we'll be able to get this round nonetheless.
Yes, it's a very, very fast round here because on the eco side, they go straight into the Molotov. They have the smoke there, right?
Exactly. That was just perfect timing as well. But I do like the fact that that was an eco round and they managed to take, at the very least, 3 members out of Bosnia as well as Herzegovina. So I think that they are finally onto something right here. So the fast-paced motion coming from Malta might just be the surprise factor that they need to be able to pull this game into their second point. But Catalic, he's just way too sharp.
Wow, another through the smoke there by Catalic. So, one ding. Zaka What is going on here? Malta doesn't have any answer yet because they are doing the same things over and over. Meanwhile, oh, we are seeing something new here because Bosnia, they're gonna try to push here, and Sereni, probably like no one expected him to be there, and he got one as well.
Spray down coming in from Serini while the been able to work out magic throughout these rounds, smash the next casualty. Leaving Zaka as well as Kevin kind of stranded on the outskirts. Zaka, at the very least, has gotten a little bit of a motion going in for him. So they're hoping to at least find a little bit of pick if Bosnia and Herzegovina basically go in for a little bit of a pick. Simka, nowhere to look, but not exactly the best place to hide for sure. Zaka opting to find a way to get this plant going for him. He does have that smoke, and he will be able to get the bomb down.
All right, so this is a 2v1. A retake here. Sereni with a very low HP. There is chance for Malta to win this game here, but Zaka with a sniper. So probably like it's gonna be like a little bit hard if you're using sniper against a two-member. Two people left here. Switching into the Tech 9. Just blind tapping through the smoke. Using with Sereni, but he's on a very, very low HP. He's down as well, but missed the target, missed the shot. Oh, the smoke is just missing all of the target, and another round fall into the hand of Bosnia.
That's a little bit too tough of a pill to swallow overall, where he was basically working wonders throughout this round, and it came down to the final few seconds out there where he couldn't basically nail that spray through that smoke, and you know, that push through the smoke didn't get him what he intended, and he lost the op at the end of that round. So quite unfortunate, but still failing attempt coming in from Malta.
Yeah, so another round here. Malta, they are just trying to do their best. They're gonna go straight into the secret passage. Go straight into the B side. And there you go. 5-man crossing. Oh, what? Zaka. Oh, man, it's very close, but Zaka just lost his target here. And he's just trying to buy a lot of time for his teammates to go into the B side, but B side, Sereni is already there, and he is down. This is the guy that Malta need to deal with, but Blackboard is refrag is happening, but Sereni is just holding on the passage on the secret, and he managed to get like 3 kills.
Yeah, he's done more than enough to basically hold them all back. And I do love the exchange that we did witness coming from Blackbird as well beyond. So, you know, we'll have a lot to deal with here. Slinger is already on the plant. Simka now trying to get through the boxes, and he will eventually be sprayed out nonetheless. Malta still have lost a round, unable to hold out multiple angles coming in from the exchanges.
Yeah, I think that Malta, they need to maybe replicate their winning round. When they win the round, they have nothing to lose because they are on the handgun round. But when they have the full buy round, they can't do anything because I think that they have some fear factor in them.
Exactly, like they felt like it feels like they were held back by certain thoughts of motion where they haven't basically knew what exactly to commit to, and I think like by now they've already had a little bit of a good idea, but execution is still a little bit lacking, but they're definitely working on it. So there we go, a little bit more of a spray down through the smokes. The Devils might actually catch onto a few of them. Serini taking a little bit too much. He's got to back away. Kevin as well as ZRZ getting tagged up as well. They're being held back. Zaka being absolutely gunned out. Simke just having absolutely no vision at all over onto the Malta members.
Yeah, there's a couple of smoke here, so it's gonna be like delaying more for Malta. A boost, right? Oh wow, there's some noise there, so probably no, but yes, Catholic got one and got two. They swing 1 by 1 and they got punished 1 by 1. This is not what Malta is looking for.
Just playing by the railings here, Catholic. Maybe you have used all these sort of noise just to bait them right in, and there we go. A convincing lead for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
What a massive start it has been, where we've just seen clutches after clutches coming in from Simca.
Yeah, they take all of the round really convincing, like you mentioned, Bosnia and Malta. What kind of answer do they need to do right now? Because this is the last round, so of course it's gonna be a force buy.
It has to be. It doesn't seem like Kevin has much to offer here, so it's basically a half buy going on for them, or at least something in return. But the Molotov has been able to zone him up from approaching into secret. Kevin opting for the deagle. CRZ inching his way closer as they are basically running it in. Where D, as well as Serini, has been able to pick them off one after another. Simca yet again has been doing wonders for the team. It's Saka to be able to stop him.
Oh, wow, okay, there is
2v1.
still, yeah, there is still some chance here, even though like, it's kind of like slim because it's a 2v1 and we are closing the first half with the advantage for Bosnia.
Yeah.
14-1.
Just a happenstance on the final moment, but let's look at the replays once again. Simca, he's just something else. Like, I think he basically woke up on the right side of the bed and, you know, just decided, hey, we're just gonna eat the T side for breakfast.
Yeah, and if you are already leading at the city side, gonna go straight into the T side, will have you some advantage, especially when Bosnia is taking the pistol round. They're gonna win the
If they
game.
do get the pistol
Yeah.
rounds, though, so now with a little bit of
Half
side,
time.
I think like things will look rather interesting. So it's really down to how Malta could pull a perfect upset.
Yeah, can they do this upset? Because there is some setup by Bosnia already at the Swiki. And look at that, at the top hut. Ooh, the dual Beretta. And what a very nice flick by Serini and Peanut Wall. They're gonna go straight into the fan, plant the bomb on the B side. Oops.
Quickly as they go, Meshtov does get the shot straight to the head onto Serini. But yet again, they do get the plant down. Meshta now down only 23, but Simca has been popping off yet again. How does this guy do it? And Slinger, he's all alone. And he will not last. Bosnia takes the round.
Yeah, I think Bosnia, they have the advantage of having a very good aim player here. They have Simca, they have a Peanut Wall, they have D as their striker. So yeah, they're quite a solid team if you're seeing their appearance. And the last round, or maybe the match point here.
Yeah, and this being their very first game of the day will definitely propel them for all the other matches that they will have inside Group A. And therefore, all the other teams might be a little bit shaken, not stirred. Well, there's going to be a lot of deflates being popped right in.
Yeah.
As this has to be a slow and steady round for Malta. They cannot afford any form of mistakes here on round 17.
Yeah, let's see what kind of play that they will do, because we have a 4 AK-47. So Bosnia, they really want to win this round here. Already at the secret here, and Zaka. Oh, nobody saw Zaka, and 2 downs for Zaka. Very nice leading here. Very nice improvement, but still there is Katalik and Simca.
Trying to get Zaka on the ground, and Serini is already inside, so it will still be a little bit of a tough situation for this form of retake to be efficient for the side of Malta for now.
Yeah.
As you can see, 2 AKs in hand. And now Kevin's the only one left, but he does bring one back though, and the round is already done and dusted. Bosnia and Herzegovina, the one to take the points in our first match of the day.
Wow, a very fast and convincing win here by Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah. Group A, I think that they're gonna be at the top of their group right now.
I do believe so, and of course we'll definitely get a little bit more of updates of the concurrent games that's also happening at the same time while these matches have been played out. So with that being said, we'll see who else will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina back in Group A. But this victory has been delightful to watch, coming from Bosnia as well as Herzegovina. And I would say that Team Malta's attempts here inside of Neve felt like they weren't absolutely confident with some of all these pushes, and therefore they had their fair share of struggle, especially on that first half, that have led up to the second half that didn't favor them after all, after that initial round.
Yeah, I think so as well because it really needs a very, very good communication when you're playing at Nuke because you have a lot of choke points here. So that's the one that Malta, they doesn't have any answer. They can't go straight and they swing one by one. A lot of time you are seeing that they just pop off one down and one down, one more guy. You just show off.
Exactly, and I just love the form of formation that Bosnia and Herzegovina has, where they basically set up 2 players each onto the sites, and all they basically have to do is get the tag team going, wait, and pull those angles in, and they're just ready to blow.
Yeah. And maybe like going into the outside is the answer for Malta, but they rarely do that thing. They just try to go into the go straight into the squeeze or maybe go from the radio room.
Exactly, and I think like at the very least we see some dire attempts coming in from Zaka of Team Malta. So first, all hope is not lost just yet, even though Malta might have suffered a little bit of deficit. So they'll still have a couple more rounds to be played out for the course of this group stage, and therefore, first, that was the conclusion of our very first match in the 14th World Esports Championship, Bali 2022. So,
wow,
is this what you've expected coming into our first round, eh? And I gotta say, Bosnia and Herzegovina, they set the bar up high.
Yeah, that's we mentioned right at the beginning of the game. If you are gonna go and play as the opening match, you're gonna set the bar really high, or maybe you're gonna set it quite low. But we're gonna see like Bosnia, they set it the bar really, really high. So maybe all eyes are on them.
Exactly.
Especially for the Group A.
Yeah, I just love those sort of rapid response that they also come up with, and just look at those amazing plays, especially from what we saw. Simka,
yeah,
he was on the teardown where there's just so many clutch moments from him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the MVP. But other than that, like, I think like everybody was having a great team effort being displayed that proves that this team is one that will contend for the title.
Yeah, I think that if you are talking about Bosnia and Herzegovina, they have a very good opponent as well. They have B, I believe,
Yeah.
playing at the outside and always get the entry kill for their team here. So maybe like the other teams that will face Bosnia, they could try to just not play at no. Just go straight into the map that you can play the mid and also the close range combat.
Exactly. I think like that was
Because if you're playing at the nuke, you have a very, very long range, right? Especially at the outside. So that is the power, the advantage. So meaning that if you have the sniper at the outside, you have to go inside, and that is what Bosnia's get us to see.
Exactly, and what I do want to see more out of Team Malta is to basically have a little bit more of a backing where if you have somebody that is going for an entry, you just have to have that rapid response, but multiple times we see them basically going in one after another, which isn't exactly ideal, but of course it takes a while before they basically get themselves adapted to the style of play of other teams where everybody here has been so sharp. We're talking about the best teams in the world playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive here in Bali, and I guess like this is where we are going to be seeing even more spectacular action later on when we do get into our other matches. So I definitely do look forward to what the other groups have to offer.
Yeah, because this is the group A, right? A and B. They also like play this simultaneously. So we haven't knew yet what is the other outcome from the other group, other than this one. But yeah, this is a 16-1. It's quite a huge gap. If we are talking about their round difference, their kill difference as well. So I think that Bosnia, yeah, they're quite good. But
yeah,
we should saw like the other two regions at their group as well.
Exactly, like there's just so many things that I really want to witness, like from the get-go. But good things, we must wait for it. So, with that being said, if you were to choose an MVP of those rounds. Like I did mention Simca to be one of the
Yeah,
hot shots
yeah.
of the past match. Was there another name other than maybe D, who's playing the op?
I would love to say D, but probably like Simca is the closest one, or maybe Sarin.
Yeah, like who we saw the average damage per rounds coming in from these players. Man, it feels inflated by now because like they have so many rounds that were absolutely clean, and the amount of multi takedowns were also there. I just guess that it's boiling down to whoever has the most numbers by the end of the day. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to keep our eyes peeled out on that.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see as well. But I'm curious to see like what other maps that maybe like there are other maps, right? Our opening match is the Nuke. I do not expect that we're gonna see.
I
Nuke,
was surprised
to
as
be
well.
honest. To be honest, I do not expect that we're gonna see Nuke. Probably we're gonna see like some Mirage action.
Or better yet, since we've already started off in Nuke, why don't we go Vertigo? Vertigo? Or
Vertigo, yeah, we're gonna go for the Vertigo or Ancient.
Ancient is definitely the talk of the town. Like,
Yeah, Ancient. Maybe we should play at Ancient after this one.
uh,
I would love to see Ancient. Like there
Yeah.
is so many possibilities at Ancient.
Exactly, and certain teams like they had a little bit of a different take on Ancient, where a lot of teams are still adapting to it in the competitive setting. What are your thoughts of it being played competitively, though?
At Ancient,
Yeah.
I think that it's good, especially for the new breadth of the map, because we already see the same style. The map is already stagnant, so a new map added to the active pool is really nice.
Yeah, and overall, I think like that will be something special where it doesn't seem like it is an advantage for many of these teams who are currently competing in the IESF World Esports Championship 2022, because that's basically neutral grounds when it's all down to how many games have you been spending inside of Ancient. I've tried it out for myself, like take some time to get used to, honestly.
Yeah,
but it's been quite some fun rounds at the very least.
Yeah, I think like Ancient is quite is having the same or maybe nearly the same vibes as Aztec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does give off that sort of feel where basically even when you're passing through mid or something like, yeah, it's been a little bit of a challenge, I would say. And I'm pretty sure that some of these teams, they're definitely up for some of these challenges. So with that said, we're going to be getting ourselves a different group at play.
Yeah, I think I'm
So-
seeing like the Serbian teams with the Croatia team.
Oh, that is a matchup that I've been waiting for, because we know how competitive all these teams from the European region has
Really?
been, and like with all the sort of talk, I'm pretty sure like they also have a little bit of banter going on before they even start off these matches. Tell us, who do you guys vote for, as we are going to be getting our games ready. But before that, of course, we'll take a little bit of short break for our players to prepare, and we'll be right back here for more action in the Counter-Strike Global Offensive Division.
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of
Get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Because
Galaxy A53 5G with awesome smooth display. Buy now.
masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan sebagai komitmen kami memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat datang di sebuah pengalaman perjalanan baru Indonesia bersama InJourney. Terbang bersama kami untuk melihat pariwisata Indonesia. Sirkuit internasional, bentang alam, ragam atraksi budaya, produk lokal asli Indonesia, warisan budaya, keamanan dan kenyamanan. InJourney membawa keramahan Indonesia ke dunia.
Warga plus 62 emang banyak maunya. Dari drakoran sampai banjir air mata. Nonton action yang mantul. Sampai nonton tendangan cantik. Maksudnya ini. Mau nonton apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa, sampai bikin gak ngedip. Jadi nonton apa sekarang?
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together. all it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together.
Get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Why?
Because
This is smooth. And this?
Galaxy A53 5G with awesome smooth display. Buy now.
Masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan. Sebagai komitmen kami, memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat datang di sebuah pengalaman perjalanan baru Indonesia bersama InJourney. Terbang bersama kami untuk melihat pariwisata Indonesia. Sirkuit internasional, bentang alam, ragam atraksi budaya, produk lokal asli Indonesia, warisan budaya, keamanan dan kenyamanan. InJourney membawa keramahan Indonesia ke dunia.
Warga plus 62 emang banyak maunya. Dari drakoran sampai banjir air mata. Nonton action yang mantul. Sampai nonton tendangan cantik. Maksudnya ini. Mau nonton apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa, sampai bikin gak ngedip. Jadi nonton apa sekarang?
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together. All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together.
Get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Why?
Because
This is smooth. And this?
Galaxy A53 5G with awesome smooth display. Buy now.
Masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan. Sebagai komitmen kami, memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat datang di sebuah pengalaman perjalanan baru Indonesia bersama InJourney. Terbang bersama kami untuk melihat pariwisata Indonesia. Sirkuit internasional, bentang alam, ragam atraksi budaya, produk lokal asli Indonesia, warisan budaya, keamanan dan kenyamanan. InJourney membawa keramahan Indonesia ke dunia.
Warga plus 62 emang banyak maunya. Dari drakoran sampai banjir air mata. Nonton action yang mantul. Sampai nonton tendangan cantik. Maksudnya ini. Mau nonton apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa, sampai bikin gak ngedip. Jadi nonton apa sekarang?
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials.
It's my game, it's my world, it's my community. We believe in unity.
And welcome back to IESF 14th World Esports Championship here in Bali in the year 2022. I'm Sleepy and I will be casting with Omwawa here today. What's up,
Yes. How are you guys today?
We're good.
You're good.
I mean, game one was a breeze, right? I mean, it was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, a walk in the beach, right?
Yeah, a walk
Yeah.
on the beach. Yes. It was an amazing performance.
Yeah, 16-1. Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely a monster.
Yeah, I mean, opening it with a bang. But yeah, we are here in Bali, Nusa Dua. We are, of course, accompanied by hundreds of players, right?
Yeah.
From around the world. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun this next 10 days. So yeah, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. And this is like one of the biggest esports events in the world. And it's here in our home country, Omwawa.
Yeah, so if you guys happening in Bali, you just go to Merusaka Hotel Bali because you are here.
That's right.
With all of the other country.
Yeah, and we have other events going on as well, right? We have Tekken, we have eFootball, we have PUBG Mobile, we have Mobile Legends, Dota, and of course, what we're doing today here, CSGO.
Yeah. And also male and females.
Yeah, that's right. We have male teams and female teams competing as well. But for today, we only have male teams. So if you're waiting for the female games, you'll have to wait for a little bit. But of course, the IESF 14th World Esports Championship will be a part of the Indonesia Esports Summit in 2022. It's an annual celebration of the country's esports ecosystem, and it is initiated by IESF, of course, and PBSI, which is the Indonesian Foundation for Esports. Yeah.
For esports, yes, and also like we would love to say that IESF 14 World Esports Championship is supported by wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC, and also Kony, and thanks to all of our sponsors here.
Of course, our sponsors: JHL Group, JHL's Auto, Nusa Pay, Das, Gudang Crypto, Pertamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydro Coco, IndiHome, Telkomsel, HIN, Episode Hotel, Merusaka Nusa Dua, Mineski Global, Indonesia Football E-League, ESID, and Lemon ID.
Yes, and also we have our media partner as well. But yeah, before maybe like gonna go into our game, we would love to say that we have official telco operator partner. We have Telkomsel.
Yes.
So if you guys are looking for an amazing fun games, let Omwawa tell you.
Yeah.
There is a Return of the Condor Heroes, an interesting gameplay, and also 1,000 characters that will make you like this game. So you guys could make your own favorite warrior to be the strongest warrior in the world and bring your clan to become the unbeatable clan. So just download it at your Google Play Store or at the App Store.
Okay. And other than that, if you have Telkomsel Point, there is going to be an auction going on the mini stage, and there is a chance for you to win a smartphone there. So why don't you go and, maybe you'll get lucky, get home with a smartphone, enjoy the games, and go back home with a smartphone. I mean, come on, who doesn't want that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you'll get lucky. So if you have Telkomsel Point, go ahead to the mini stage, and of course, you can also enjoy everything that's going on right now here in WEC 2022.
Yeah. Just come here.
Come here, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of good outside
there's a lot
as
of
well.
good, exactly, and we'll be, I guess, hanging around here as well, right, Omwawa. So if there's any chance
you can
that you want to meet
us,
I mean, especially Omwawa. I mean, he's like one of the most famous esports personalities here in Indonesia. So please do meet him. It's been a pleasure for me to meet him.
Yeah. It's really a pleasure with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course, sleepy.
Yeah. How did you sleep tonight?
I'm sleeping.
All right. I mean, aren't we all? The players are getting ready, as you can see on your screens. This is a good sign that we are going to be heading into the game almost immediately. But, of course, we're going to have to wait a little bit. They're still setting it up. We want to make sure that everything is good to go with the players. Nothing is going to stop us right when the game starts, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, because we are opening the game here, like I mentioned, with a bang. But right now,
With a bang.
go into the second match of the day. I mean, like, they already watching, okay, this is 16-1.
Yeah.
We do not want to have the one
No.
round, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do our best. Let's make it like maybe 16-14.
Yeah, I mean, we would love that, right? 16-14. We're gonna wait for the players to get ready, and of course, we are gonna be watching Croatia and Serbia play today. And this is again the first time I believe that they're gonna be playing on the stage here in Bali. And of course, maybe you'll have to, shake off the nerves a little bit, right? You're probably cold heading onto the stage. You want to have to practice your aim a little bit, go into a death match, or, just make sure that you get into that state of mind that you are ready for the games. And that's what the players are doing right now. And while we wait, of course, it's going to be a bit of a pressure for them, I feel like, Omwawa, because watching game 1, 16-1, one of these two teams are going to have to follow that. Right?
Wow.
They want to try.
Yeah, I mean, they would love to try to copy the 16-1, right?
Don't try to copy the 1.
Yeah, the 16.
The 16 would be the best one to copy here, but that's what they're going to be looking at.
But what do you say about the map pick here? Because we saw Nuke is being played as our opening match. I mean, I'm quite surprised we are seeing Nuke.
Yeah,
I thought it's going to be like a Mirage.
Yeah.
Or maybe
the classic maps, right?
the
Inferno,
classic,
maybe.
Inferno.
That's too. Yeah, I mean, I love Nuke. I know this is probably a controversial take. Not a lot of people love that map, but Nuke is actually pretty fun with all the close angles. You can use your utilities very well. And, of course, you get the chance to see those plays from the players, like the spray downs in a very narrow angle. That gets you 3 kills, 4 kills even.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like, if we are playing Nuke, there is a lot of choke point, especially if you are gonna go inside of the
And-
silo, right?
Yes, and that's what's making this map super easy for the CTs, right? That's how dominant we saw this game number 1, but we are going to be heading into game number 2 between Serbia and Croatia. So the players are ready, and we are going to head into the game very, very soon. So just you wait, guys. This is it. Here we are going to be watching
The
game number
IESF
2.
would like to welcome you to the 14th Esports World Championships.
All right, here we have. Oh, Inferno! Yes!
Finally, some classic map.
A classic map indeed. I mean, this is, again, one of my favorite maps as well. I did say I love Nuke, but it's not exactly my favorite. This right here is the classic, the favorites of all people around the world. It is a classic map. It's a pretty big map, so there's a lot of potential rotations coming from the T side.
Yeah.
And as CTs, you're going to have to make sure that you get all the information you can get early in the round so you know where to stack.
Yeah, all right, correct. But yeah, I would love to mention one fun fact here.
Sure, what is that?
Especially for our lover FPS gamers.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a new map is coming out,
Mm-hmm.
probably it's not gonna be
Probably not.
your most favorite map.
No.
But when the newest map is coming out, it's gonna be your favorite map. If you're playing,
That
right?
is true.
Correct.
That is true. I mean, it's a 50-50, right? It's a hit and miss.
I remember like at my time when I played.
Oh, when
CSGO,
was
right?
that? Was that long ago, Omwawa?
It's a long time ago.
Okay.
Everybody said that cobblestone.
Right.
Yeah, nobody liked cobblestone.
Nobody.
Yeah, but suddenly, when they added Nuke into the active pool, everybody
said
Yeah,
cobblestone is our favorite map. That is so true, right? Just to hate on the newest map.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Inferno is a classic one, though, so I don't think this map has anything to worry about. It will still be
Yeah,
a
I
fan
remember that.
favorite.
Everybody's not liking Inferno.
Yeah.
Up until Cobblestone is
Cobblestone was
Yeah.
put out, yeah. I mean, Inferno is a hard map to play, honestly, because there's so many potentials for the CTs to just, push, take control, and as the T side, you're really put into that dilemma of wanting to take early control or holding out for the CTs to push first. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. Inferno is a big map, and if you want to rotate, it's going to take a long time.
Yes,
right?
correct. That's why we always see probably like the setup of the utility gonna go into the 50 seconds.
Yes.
Or maybe 30 seconds at the last seconds when they want to push.
Yeah. And then we know where they're going to go,
Yeah.
right? So maybe it's a little easier for the CTs to predict where the terrorists are coming into. But yeah, Inferno, we're still going to be waiting for this game to start, guys. So just hang on a little bit. In the meantime, of course, we are looking at the beautiful players here.
Yeah.
I hope they're having fun here, right? I mean, this is...
I'm sure they are having fun.
I hope so. I hope so, right? I mean, I assume that a lot of these players are probably first-time visitors to Bali, and maybe they've heard of Bali. Where's Bali? Is Bali near Indonesia? You know?
What?
No, Bali
Yeah, because
is
Bali is
in Indonesia. So we'd like to welcome everyone here, of course, to Bali, Indonesia, and I hope these guys are having the most fun of their lives playing their game in this World Esports Championship.
Yeah,
This is probably like a dream come true for some of these players.
Meeting others as well.
Yeah.
How come? I mean, they're just smiling at each other.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. This is good. Look, the players are having fun, right? There's no reason for us not to have fun with them. So this is good. Thank you, guys. Look at that. They're also laughing and just having fun, having a good time. There's this one very serious player.
Yeah, serious
I'm
guy.
glad there's a serious player as well.
Because they need to, right?
They need to.
Yeah.
This is serious stuff, man. It's World Esports Championship. But yeah, Inferno. Aside from Inferno, though, we'll get into Inferno in a bit. But aside from Inferno, Amwawa, which map do you really want to see? We've seen Nuke. We've seen Inferno now. We're going to see Inferno. Mirage. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like the statement that we discussed before this segment was that, if a new map comes out and then the previous map becomes the favorite. But Mirage, I think, have always been the favorites, right?
Yeah, correct. Mirage, it's quite... What do I say? It's quite a balanced map, I must say. Yeah, you can play if you're really good at T side. you will be good at the city,
Yep.
vice versa, right?
Okay, yeah, I agree. I think it's a very balanced map, and
Balance,
that's why.
it's really balanced.
Yeah, a lot of players don't have anything to complain about it, right?
Yeah.
If they see Mirage, okay, we'll play it. And it's been like a classic. We've seen a lot of historic gameplays come out of that map, and I do think I have to agree with you. I think I really want to see Mirage again.
Yeah, but what do you say about our not so active map pool, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe that is out of the active map pool,
Yeah.
like the Aztec.
Aztec. Oh, Aztec.
Yeah, I'll bring you some nostalgia here.
I mean, dude, just saying that word makes me think things. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our very first round here between Serbia and, I believe, Croatia?
Croatia.
Yeah, that's right. And here we have PTK posted towards Banana. Not going to find anything. A very slow start from the T side. First contact, first headshot of the game goes to PTK. And with that, a 4v5, this is not going to be an easy start for the terrorists.
Yeah, especially at the handgun round like this round. And ooh, Sego. Very nice headshot. Already at the apartment. Haven't coming down yet. They are still splitting. So Banana, one more headshot by PTK. Very nice. PTK, oh my god, he's surprised there. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. That was a bit of a shock. A smoke off CT. X-Rig gonna have to hold this, but no! Berkey is gonna find the kill there, and this leaves the retake to happen right now. Going through construction. So, find an angle, but not gonna find anybody just yet. So Flashbang is ready. This might just be what they need to maybe get another kill before securing this post plant. He has a flash of his own. Cho is going. Not really, he's just waiting for his friend now. And the headshots are coming, the shots are hitting, but still no deaths just yet. Nation, Choiv Dragon, they're gonna be taken down for the first round to go towards the T side. Oh, wow. That was a great post plant. I mean, they just very patient, waiting for them to make mistakes. And yeah, just clean round overall from the T side, even though they did go down 4v5 at the start.
Yeah, and they got headshot forced by PTK, but they take the reading round, they take the pistol round. And let's see here, because there is some eco.
Yes.
That will be fall to the side of Serbia.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not going with any SMGs here.
Yeah, full
rifles, Galils and AKs. Of course, we do have an invested 5.7 and a scout posted up towards halls, which no terrorists are in sight just yet. No. Oh no, he's feeling it. He doesn't want to venture into the smoke there, and Sego is making sure that nobody is going to flank his teammates.
Yeah, they really want to take the win here with all of the rival, but one rival is down right now.
Okay.
A huge investment by Croatia, but will it be pay off here? Because this is the 5-7. You check this. Nobody checking the sandbag.
No way, the bait actually works. X-Rig is gonna find one, he's gonna find the second with the help of his friend. And Berkey finally will trade it out and makes it in 2v2. But there is a potential for them to recover the weapons towards Banana. And this might just turn into a very possible 1v2 for Dragon. But Dragon is going to have to find these weapons first before he even gets contact. But before he can even do that, Salted just swings right into his face, and the headshot goes through 2-0.
Yes, but a very, very huge investment.
That is right.
Yeah,
I mean, they lost 3 rifles.
They lost 3 rivals.
Yeah.
So that's a very huge investment right now. Probably they're going to pay the price at the 3rd round, but still on eco. With Serbia. Yeah, they doesn't have any money yet.
Nope.
Yeah, no economy, no good economy. Only 1 flash with 1 needs. Meanwhile, Croatia, they still can buy it, though.
Of course.
We are seeing like double Mic 10.
Okay. This is when they opted for the SMGs, and maybe they'll farm up some money now with some kills if they can find him. But for now, though, slow start. And another good swing from Maki, opening it up for the T side. But then there's the reply with a USB. Oh no.
Yeah, with a flash, of course.
Yes. Okay. And Sego will find an easy kill. That's the farm that I'm talking about. But CSGO will have to fall to his death, unfortunately. The up of Salted, though, they will secure that A side. And his post plant is looking very juicy. And it's not even started yet, and Salted has already finished the round. And again, these are pretty standard rounds.
Standard,
right?
yeah. You lose the pistol round.
You'll just have to lose 3 rounds in a row.
rounds, yeah.
And now the game begins with rifles of their own. Serbia will look to come back into this game.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any sniper.
No,
of
not
Serbia
yet.
here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a heavy investment.
Yeah,
right,
heavy
Noel?
investment.
So
yeah.
we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that. But with these rifles, I'm sure they can make something happen. So Serbia, our eyes are all on you. A bit of a setup towards mid. Unfortunately, this flash will bear no fruit. Nobody was posted mid from the T side, and that means there's a rotation coming from BTK towards Banana.
Yeah, especially that they already take 1 from Serbia here. So if it's down, Banana, there is some rotation for Croatia. They're gonna opt to go into the A side.
But this position from Dragon, though, it's pretty nasty. We'll see if the T side will expect this. For now, there's a bit of a fake coming. The smoke off CT towards B side. And that will keep the 2 players towards B. And with that, they are geared to execute towards A right about now. That flash comes through. There's a bit of a smoke, though, towards Halls. And that slows things down. And this might just give them a chance to rotate in time. Dragon, again, that position was too strong. Almost getting caught. Will be able to reposition into deep side. And X-Rick will have to cover him to make sure that nothing else will be done by the terrorists.
Yeah, they still have the weapon here. Especially the smoke. And there is no vision. There is no clean vision, but...
Oh, but this rotation from CSGO, though. This flank could be everything, especially if they go and double back towards Banana. Have CSGO get this kill. And that will be the B side for free for the T side. But I think BTK is aware of this. Look at him. He's actually aware. He's looking. He's going to get the kill, and that means this attempt to flank him has failed. But I think they'll still get the side, though.
Yeah, they need to play right now, but BTK is buying a lot of time. A very, very nice decision. They're just freezing smoke, and there is no way. Serbia just lose round.
Man, round after round, we see. This was a great chance as well from PTK to delay any progress from the B side to the B side. But unfortunately, though, he was sprayed through the smoke. And, well, what can you say when you get sprayed through smoke like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we can't say
you know what?
much there.
Yeah, we can't say much, but, you know, take the side, whatever, dude. So, yeah, 4-0, another eco round now for Serbia. And Serbia will probably have to use this round as, like, a tactical round, you know, when you, stay alive for as long as possible while you talk about what you're going to do in the next round.
Maybe just try to stack one side.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying something here. 5-7 to get. Not going to find anything.
Nice
Dragon will once more get a kill with a 5-7. Recover the AK and Salted. Posted up. Not going to find anyone, though. They're smart enough to rotate from the Paul side. And that means they do have the numbers advantage. But they still have only 1 rifle.
Yeah, I think that 1 rifle is sufficient because they invested as well into the armor here.
Yeah. But then this B hit. It's probably a little too much to ask for the defenders to hold with only pistols. But luckily for them, it's actually not going to come just yet. And this gives Ezrig a chance to probably reposition towards B if he wants to.
Yeah,
but then again, this is what we talked about in the pregame, Omwawa. The information game needs to be strong from the CTs. Because now, if you look at the map, they're so spread out without any real indication or real idea of where the terrorists are going. So they're just choosing to stack with all the pistols here towards B, which, by the way, is where they're going to come. So this might just be a very hard defense for these pistols.
And right now, the flash is already being popped. Oh, there is no vision in Nation. Falling down, but a very nice positioning as well by PTK there. Just making some frags. Sega will plan the bomb here. Inside the smoke.
That was such a great cover.
Yeah, 2v2.
2v2. You can see progress towards Khan, but he's left alone once more. Dragon did open up the kills for Team Serbia, but he cannot close it out. So with that, a 5-0 heading into the 6th round. Finally, we're going to see some more weapons for the CT side. At this point, I think what they really have to do is just get more active control on Wawa, because they've tried defending passively, but
it doesn't succeed.
No.
For Serbia. So yeah, I think that they need to have a ton of information by just, okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna play it really passively.
Yeah.
I wanna make some aggressive pick.
Yes. And I love this early smoke towards mid, right? Cutting off the vision from the T side, which means there's potential for them to move further into the positions that they want to get into. But they are stacked up towards second mid, and this means there's no chance whatsoever for the CD side to take any control over there. But they do have smokes, which means it's going to slow them down just for a bit. And while we wait for the smoke to dissipate, there's going to be a setup. Pop flash coming, I think, towards outside of halls, and they're just going to burst out. And look at that! Another kill found from Neo. Thankfully for X-Rake, though, he's still in a very good position. Will only get one. And with that, we are finally seeing A side again.
Yes, some retake here. Serbia, they have a chance to make some retake, but I'm seeing like Dragon doesn't move any inch yet, but right now he's already moving. I thought that they will save their weapon right now, but they are gonna go,
I mean,
for some retake.
Yeah, they've lost too many rounds at this point on Wawa, so this try might just be worth it, but they do have to find a kill real soon, though. Oh, never mind. They don't have a kit with them, so which means this retake is a little leaning towards that impossibility.
Yeah.
So I guess saving the 2 weapons would be good, especially with one op at hand, right? This Dragon AWP is going to be a very good investment for the next round.
Yeah.
But how many rounds can you save on Wawa?
Yeah, I think that this is the last round. I think that they really need to pull off something right now.
They do.
They already try to play more aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing like from Croatia, they have like the better setup. Like we are seeing the double flash being thrown from the mid side.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the one. And we have some technical pause here.
Okay. All right.
So let's just chit-chat.
Chit-chat a little bit about the last 6 rounds. I agree. I mean, the setups from the side of Croatia have been phenomenal, right? The flashes, the smokes, they've been very good in controlling.
Also they know what they need to do there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, like when they one man already down, they do not try to make some aggressive movement.
Yep.
They just back off. They keep it. They play it really silent.
Yeah.
And they choose a correct side. I think like they choose the B side.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because that was the only side that there was no rifle for the CT side, right? And they chose right, and that's how they managed to get all these bomb sites so far. And I see a triple stack towards B now, and that's interesting. But I would love to see some sort of initiation here, aside from just staying towards sandbags and hoping for kills there. So far, they've been easy to find, but the spray down, Maki gets another one, but will be traded out immediately. And with that, a 4v4, a bit more active from the CT side. I love seeing this, but still no advantage.
Still no. But gonna go straight into the...
Oh no!
Ooh, nice spray to the smoke by Salted. The library guy is already down. Fallen. Just trying to buy the time here, but another save by Serbia. 2v3.
I mean,
it's kind of too much if you're gonna go for the save right
That is true. That is true. But at the same time, I guess it is a strategic decision. It's a bit tough in 2v3. They do have a kid, so I don't know. I think it was worth trying for this round on Wawa because they've lost 6 rounds in a row. They need to make something happen, and if they can make something happen, this is the round. 2v3 is not impossible. I know it's challenging, but saving for too many times, I don't know about that, because you're on max loss bonus anyway.
Yeah,
right?
already
so
on max.
You'll always have a gun ready if you want to force it up, but saving again means that they will have some weaponry going into this next round. 7-0, not the best start that Serbia is looking for, but there is still a chance. It is CSGO, by the way, right?
Yeah,
even if it's 14-1.
Still.
Like the last game. I know it didn't go well that last time. 14-1 turns into 16-1. But this time, though, might be different. So let's just hope something happens.
This is the half buy against the full buy round.
Yeah.
One Molotov just to delay the banana. But still, even though like Serbia, they have the control of the banana. We haven't seen yet any any opportunity for them to maybe push this banana.
Yeah, because the last time they tried, they only got 1 kill and they had to pull back. Then that gives room again for Croatia to reposition and regroup, I guess, to decide which side they want to hit together. And so far, it's been working very well for Croatia. So this is the signature style, I feel like, for Croatia, right? They're just taking things slow, just bait out all the utilities from the CTs and just hit a site together. And this time they're choosing B, where there's only 2 players. So if this execute is clean as they've been, then I guess this is going to be another side taken by Croatia.
Yeah, they play really slow the right time. BTK still at the same spot. I don't think this is a good choice.
No.
Like you're doing the same things over and over again.
Over and over, yeah.
Yeah, and this is a very common spot.
It is.
Yeah.
And it'll most likely, or like almost 100% checked every time players are entering the site. But who knows? This time it might be different. And I love that they early rotate one of the players. And this means this gives Serbia the chance. Oh! That was a bit awkward, but Choiv, they did get a kill there. An opening that they sorely needed. A follow-up will be traded, and PTK somehow did not get checked this time. However, will be taken down eventually. And that is the 1 round that Serbia sorely needed. And I think that was just the way they, gathered information and decided, you know what, let's just stack B.
Yeah.
And they turned out to be right.
Yeah, they stack B. They have a lot of like BTK down up there, but they clear all of the Croatian players. So 1 for Serbia here, but I think that Croatia as well, they pull their strategy really slow there. Too slow.
Too slow this time. But that's all right. I mean, if that's how they like to play, by all means. Keep doing it. I mean, it's been working out so far.
7 rounds in a row?
Yeah, 7 rounds in a row. Only losing once now. Who knows? They might be able to pull it back right away. But that 1 round is probably like what they need, right? I mean,
yeah. You can go into 7 and
8.
Yeah, 7 and 8.
Oh, are you saying they're gonna win 7 rounds in a row now, Awawa? I
Probably
mean,
like there is some momentum, some shifting.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate to see it, but X-Ray did get taken down again, and this time a big hit. A very fast one, actually. No one is on the side from the CT side, so that means this is a free plant in a 4v5 retake. They have to probably retake right away, though, if they want to win in terms of position, because right now, if they slow down and they let the T side reposition, this might just be one of the hardest sides to retake in the world.
Yeah, and we are seeing all of the T side is already at position right now. So very nice flash, but there is 3 members from Serbia already on the line as well. Construct. You have choice here, but 2 1 by 1 is already down. But time is ticking. 1 player's left. Dragon will try to defuse.
Oh,
he has to
hit. He stuck it. He's stacking it. And that is 2nd round for Serbia. Okay, I did say it was a bit hard to retake. But if Dragon just started hitting headshots like that, I mean, come on. Who would have thought that Dragon would have gotten like 3 kills in a row just like that? Like, I guess it was a bit of a mistake on the side of Croatia to peek 1 by 1. I mean, that was a bit ambitious that they swung CT alone against 3 players. Yeah, that's not going to work out. But that is credit goes to Serbia, of course, for again managing to do and pull off that very fast retake and a 4v5. Once again, we're going to see the control towards Banana fail inside of Serbia. This time, though, they did get the trade, and we've seen this again and again. They did get the trade. They did make it into a 4v4, but the closing is where it's pretty tough for Serbia.
Yeah. And look at this one, and a partner. And the apps there. Salted will try. He coming out here. He's trying to checking some corner first before going on, and there you go. It's gonna be the A-side hit by Croatia. And they just pull it off because there is some smoke. They're pulling back, I think.
Dragon again. Oh, the spray down. We'll get 2. This makes things so much easier for the side of the counter-terrorist. And X-Rig even getting 1 of his own, leaving only Neo now in a 1v4. Does have an AK at hand, only 29 HP to work with, though.
Yeah, and it's quite hard to pull off. And 3 and 7 will we see the 8 and 7.
I mean,
because there is some momentum shifting.
Yes,
And
yes.
look at the economy of Croatia. This
You're
is
right.
their last buy.
Last buy.
Wow.
Correct, correct. So, yeah, you did say momentum. And we did say that it was possible.
Yeah.
So, when you count to 8, you start with 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
And suddenly,
And-
what? It's already like 7 and 7.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
so-
the real question is, does Serbia know how to count to 8? I believe they do. So all they have to do right now is just translate all these rounds into the number on the board.
Oh.
But again, another slow round from Croatia. But I think what's been improving is Serbia's ability to read where Croatia is going. Right, the last 2 rounds, I feel like they've been able to stack the right sides, and that's what translates into the second or third round, rather, for Serbia. And if they can do that again this round, I feel like it's a matter of just shooting hits. And we know Dragon, especially, can do exactly that. And
No.
this stack is beautiful, though. Can you see anyone, though? No.
But Neo, well, they have some headshot. Animation is down. Berkey, and they're just trying to go straight into the ace and once again salted.
Oh,
Clearing the side here, straight to the smoke. Once again, some headshot by Neo. And supposed to be, it's gonna be like 8 and 3, but
yeah.
Serbia, they're gonna save some weapons. So.
Yeah, they're already going for the save. And, you know, in Dragon's position, I think it's a little bit frustrating, I have to say. Like, you were trying to get a peak off of that boost, but you didn't get it. And then you suddenly see your teammates just and then you're only left alone. And even saving a gun is not
No
possible.
way.
Dragon started shooting, but Salted shot more accurately. To the hit, to be precise. So no weapon saved, but I don't think they have anything to worry about. It was Croatia who was on the verge of, you know, poverty. But they do win that round out. And we'll have weapons still going into this 12th round.
Yeah, and Nico.
Yeah?
Nico by Serbia.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
1 up.
Oh, this is an interesting buy, don't you think? A hero buy. One singular AWP on Choiv.
It's gonna hit hard.
It has to.
It has to hit hard. Because this is a very good fast. And
okay.
Ignation is just being alone at this side. There is no cover towards the AWP and it's already gone.
Yeah. And even Sego is having fun towards second mid, almost getting a third there. Thankfully, X-Rig finally be able to take him down, recover that AK in a 1v4. We've seen this too many times, Omwawa.
Yeah.
We've seen this position from the side of Serbia way too many times, and I feel like there's not much they can do now, except, you know, hope that they can survive and bring this weapon into the next round. But even that proves to be difficult.
Or maybe trying to get the AWP, but
yeah,
it is a
way
very
too far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a very, very far away place.
Yeah.
Just fall off and yeah.
Okay.
It's not working.
No.
Like the hero buy is not working.
No, it's not. I mean, you said it. It needed to hit hard, but it was Neo who was hitting hard instead. I mean, he just ran and breezed through Banana to surprise Choiv in that position. He wasn't even ready to scope back in yet. But yeah, 3-9. Looking more like a 12-3 here, Omoa, than a 6-9.
6-9 or yeah, probably. Molotov. Delaying the 50k is always just push the Banana. Now he's just being held back by the Molotov. Another Molotov. Yes. Try to empty all of his utility by Croatia. Ooh.
Oh, that actually landed. The nade. It did get one kill. Maki, an attempt to regain Banana control, will not find anyone just yet. Probably just wait for his teammate to give him a pop flash. Or maybe a double swing, but if they double swing into this, I don't think they can survive. So in the meantime, though, we are seeing Neo on the other side of the map just trying to drag attention. And this positioning from the CT side is proving to be one of the best to give them the advantage.
Yeah, double position there
Yeah.
with the low and high angle. And Croatia trying to go into the B side here. Gonna go straight through the smoke. Choiv will fall back. Just try to delay me while waiting for his teammates to cover him up.
Oh, the Molly.
Molly is coming up. Must go out from the shadow.
Oh!
But Dragon through the smoke from the construct here. And Berkey is just planting the bomb. A 2v2 situation. Dragon is just trying really hard through the smoke. But it's Maki who's done a ton of damage there.
2v2. A wraparound from Banana. X-Rig did find an AK, so that's a little bit something to work with. Does have a flash, but this flash will not do anything unless you kill them head on. Dragon will start with one in a 1v2. Berkey stuck in a very awkward position, will finally be taken down, and that is the 4th round for the side of Serbia.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, they needed that. I mean,
They
again,
need to win the round.
They did. They do.
And they win the round.
They did.
And maybe like thanks to Dragon as well.
I mean, Dragon has been phenomenal this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so consistent. He's been putting in numbers. Look at him, 11, 1, 8. A lot of the kills that we've seen that translates into a round. That's been on the back of Dragon, I feel like.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see because we're already at the round 14 here. Near the end of the first half. Croatia still at the full baron, and finally we are seeing AWP for Berkey. Or maybe from Croatia.
Interesting. We haven't seen AWP from the side of the T side just yet. And Neo, again, the spear of Croatia will find another kill, and the operator, no, the op misses. And that is not going to be a good sign, but they will still be able to push through though. Sego, get a kill. Joy with a triple spray down! Out of nowhere. We haven't even seen him yet, but that is a triple spray down. That is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win, and 6 and 9 probably is the best option.
You know what? I did say it's more likely that we're going to see a 12-3,
but yeah.
Well. 1 round away.
And look at this one. The economy from Croatia is just crumbling.
Nope.
Force buy.
Yeah.
For the
2
end of
Mac-10s, 1 Deeg, and 2 AKs. I mean, they made it work before. They should still be able to make something work here. B-Rush did take early banana control, but the flash will land. And PTK will follow that through with 2 kills. Maki will trade it away. At least it's still a 3v4, but a bit tough when you have Dragon now using the op himself. You know what? Let me use this weapon. I'll make things work for you guys. And Dragon did. And with that, it's a 4v1, and that 6-9 we talked about on Wawa is just on the verge of happening.
Yes, it's not just a dream. And there you go. Convert into the winning round by Dragon.
Man, Dragon, he does everything. I mean,
so
that's not fair. His teammates did support him very well.
Yeah.
And that converted into rounds that they sorely needed. 6-9, I think, is an okay score here. Although I would have
especially they are losing 7 rounds in a row.
In a row. Like, it's beautiful that they can just hold off this progress from Croatia from bringing it to I don't know, double digits in the first half, right? But they somehow managed to cap it at 9. And I think that's good enough for them to work with on this T side.
Yeah, and let's see. Can they convert this a pistol round for them as well?
Half time.
So, gonna go into the second half here. I think it's gonna be a slow push because the bomb is being placed at the T side. Choif. Just waiting.
Oh, you can see the difference though. Like, if you see Croatia now on the CT side, they're stacking towards A.
Yeah.
Trying to... A bit of a gamble, I must say, but... I don't know. I think it's a good play in a pistol round, because if you see the other side is the one that's being hit, you can just smoke it off like what Salta just did, and, I don't know, stay alive for as long as possible while you wait for your teammates to come. But in this case, I don't see any movement yet from Croatia, so this might just be a free B-side, except if Salta can do something, and do something he does, but only gets 1 though, so that side is still the T sides for the taking.
Yeah. Choif is already planting the bomb here, so retake, a 4v4 retake, it is still doable to Croatia, but very nice sniping through smoke as well. Hitting the target. And can we see something here? Because Dragon is already done his part. Getting 1. Now actually he's just waiting. Ooh, a very nice bait there.
Oh, but Sego though, hitting 2 shots in a row, but X-Ray still alive! and swings right into 7th round for Serbia. I mean,
1v2.
it's a 1v2, and he was pinched in such an awkward position, but still made it work. That is beautiful. And the 6-9 is now a 7-9 on Wawa, and that is a pistol, which means
9-9.
it should be 9-9,
Yeah.
unless Croatia can pull off something crazy here. But I feel like Serbia is catching up way, way too easily.
And right now, Croatia, they are invest their money
Oh, wow. That's a
into force by rounds.
Okay, okay.
They lose this one. Probably they could lose like 4 rounds.
I mean, I love the confidence, and I know that they have the positional advantage here. All these close corners with SMGs, it's going to work out really well if they can find the first shot.
Timing?
Timing, though, Neo. You have to turn around, my dude. But no, he actually managed to tuck into the corner still. He's going to be found from behind. A bit slow, I would say, but still taken down nonetheless. Still a 4v3. Salted somehow finds a kill. Salted again with a second one. The picked up AK, he finds a third. Salted. That is
Yeah, especially they are on the force by round and 2v2. The B side is already breached by Serbia. PTK at the constructed. Yeah, and I don't think that he expected PTK to be there.
His position is low now, and he will stay alive. PTK saves the round, falling to the hands of Croatia's force buy. I mean, there was a brave force buy, and it almost worked out too. Salter with the AK. He found some really good kills towards that second mid, but yeah, the B side, as you said, it was breached too early, I would say.
Yeah.
It was before Salted had any chance to recover his position and back his teammates up towards that side.
So 9-9, I guess.
9-9.
9-9. Look at the
It's
nets.
a reality.
Yeah, the nets is also connected to Maki.
Yeah. Another one connected to Berkey. That low HP Dragon. Doesn't matter, dude. It's a headshot with the AK.
Yeah.
Instant kill.
What do you expect, right?
What do you expect from Dragon, right?
Yeah, with
We've seen this. We've seen this. Dragon. That's a good shot. Choiv. I believe he has a Glock. What is he doing with a Glock? I mean, he is entering this. He still finds a kill with the Glock. You know what? It doesn't matter. It is a win in that regard, but still a 4v3. It is possible for this retake, but I don't know. With only 250 at least. Dragon again.
Oh my god.
Finds the first kill, flicks through CT. There is Neo, though. Finding 2 kills somehow. Still, gonna get taken down, and that Glock entry from Neo is what's amazing.
Yeah, and we already see like 9-9, no double digit yet.
Nope.
From both of these teams.
9-9, let's go.
9-9 and AWP coming
there you
in
go.
for Croatia.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of saw this when they were on the T side, right? But of course, it was the T side. The AWP was just a bit too, I guess, slow for you as the terrorists, right? Like you really want to just push with your teammates. I feel like, especially when your playstyle is to group up together and then execute. But this time, though, he will be able to hold the angles from which Serbia will enter. And this time, Sego is gonna find a kill. Oh, the molly did chip off Maki to death. And Sego will find a bit of an interesting position towards logs. Will not get checked. In the meantime, Berkey finds another one. And, well, I guess X-Rig did finally get the trade towards Banana. Yeah. This time, yes, B side is going to be taken, but a 3v2 retake, wrap around from Banana, I think it's very, very possible.
Yeah, and the construction. Oh, he's done. But hey, at least the bomb has been planted.
Yep, good bonus.
Yeah, some money bonus there, but there you go, he's down as well. So 10. Finally. Yeah, finally Croatia.
Croatia will take the reins back and take the lead once more. But this feels a little late because they could have gone away with more, but Serbia was just having none of it, you know, like 9-9 first, guys. And then you can take another round. But hopefully what they're talking about right now is how they can take this next round. They don't have the means to do it, though. They only have Glocks, all 5 of them. I feel like they can force a buy here if they want to.
Yeah, but not with a full
No.
utility, I guess.
I don't think so. But
Like-
yeah, a technical pause. They're probably gonna have time to think about it.
Yeah, they could buy like 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah, they can buy with 4 people.
4
Dragon will
people.
not have anything, or maybe someone will drop a gun towards Dragon.
Yeah,
'cause
just
Dragon
drop
is
gun.
hot right now. But yeah, I feel like we're seeing the buy come through. So this will be a bit of a force with no full utilities on the side of the Serbians.
Yeah. Can they just make this one convert it into a winning round here?
Oh wow, Dragon's not giving a gun on Wawa.
What? Only Tech 9.
Only Tech 9.
Only Tech 9. Hey guys, give Dragon a gun.
It's such an awkward decision, right? You know, oh, I can shoot too. Yeah, but Dragon, he's on fire. Why don't we give him a gun? Nah, I can shoot. So let's just see how it goes.
Alright, so Dragon will maybe just waiting for his teammates.
Yeah.
If they fall, Dragon will take the guns. And yada yada. PTK staying close into the middle. In the middle. And Dragon is already into the apps.
Yeah,
Let's see here. Will they execute the A side? Because the bomb still at the B side.
C4 is still way back. I feel like it's gonna be a fake they're running here. In hopes that the bomb carrier is gonna survive. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. Almost finding kills there. The boost. This arch side is not gonna yield anything just yet. And we still see Sego tucked into this cubby. Is he gonna get checked? Yes! Dragon with a Tech 9. You know what? Doesn't matter. Tech 9 will be converted into an A4, and that means now they're fully kitted. And wherever they go, and it feels like a B wrap all the way from CT spawn and Banana. What is Monkey gonna do here? He's gonna have to find this kill. He has no choice.
Yeah, he has to, but he's failed because it is Dragon.
Yeah.
Suddenly pop.
This guy. Oh, we doubted him. We should never have doubted Dragon.
Yes.
Even if he only had a Tech 9. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Extra planting the C4 and saving.
Yeah,
Or
another
maybe
save.
some exit frag.
Okay.
But it's kind of like more saving.
Yeah, it's more like save.
More like
yeah.
saving.
Look, they're all the way at the T spawn. Oh wow,
Very far away.
What are they gonna find there? It's
Yeah.
chickens.
Wow.
You know, I miss chickens in Inferno.
Yeah, we hasn't. There is no more chicken, right?
No. Well, no, there's no. But like I said, I miss them. Chickens are probably the best part of Inferno.
Yeah. Multiple chickens.
Multiple chickens and killing them, of course. Sorry, no animal abuse here. I apologize. It's all fake chickens. Don't worry about any
All
of
right.
that things. But
Double digit against
double digit. Wow. I mean, yeah, Serbia, they've been able to pull this back all the way from behind. It's 10-10 now on Wawa, and things are getting real, right? This is where things start to look scary for Croatia, even though they did have like a massive lead at the start, but it was all you know, pulled back right away from underneath their socks. Serbia gonna try again for an early exec towards second mid. Not gonna allow any of that early control for the CT.
And who's
Banana.
Dragon? A solo run by Dragon, and that second frags as well. Very nice. This guy is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, stop. I mean, actually, don't stop, Dragon. Keep doing what you're doing. We're loving it. But yeah, Berkey will also get a kill, but it feels like it's a little too late. Gonna try and maybe go for this retake, actually. A little too slow. And salted. I mean, yet again, we see another kill through the smoke. That's just not the way to go, man. That's so tilting. But yeah, another save from the side of Croatia. And just like that, the lead is taken by Serbia.
Yeah, finally,
Finally.
After waiting for 21 rounds, they are taking the lead towards this game right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Dragon, as the entry man, he deals a ton of damage.
As the CT, he was hopping.
Yeah.
He was rifling. He was getting control. He was doing the retakes as
Yeah,
well.
he's doing all by himself.
Now as Tease, he's also the one entering the sides, getting a double kill with a spray down. I mean, yeah, Dragon, keep doing you. I mean, we love it. Look at that.
Yeah.
No fear whatsoever. He didn't even stop to wait for his teammates
Yeah.
to swing onto CT. just did it.
Just did it. Yeah.
Just get the kills and just like that 11 to 10.
Maybe like he's really confident at his aim here.
I mean, I would be confident if I was Dragon right
yeah.
now,
Wow,
right?
man.
I'm just hitting every shot. And I think that's one of the things that you have to make use of if you're playing on a stage like this. A bit of a... That was a beautiful control towards Banana. Gonna get killed through Car. BTK, the flash again, will help his teammates get this early Banana control. But they're interestingly gonna leave this Banana control to try and maybe lead up towards this A side execute. Again, oh, Dragon this time. Not gonna find the opening kill for his team. And this is a triple stack. And Neo with Sego together will be able to secure the bomb. And now it gets a little awkward for Valdin.
Yes, the C4 down, and Valdin still got one, 2v3. Remember that he need to take the C4 before go into the side. And Maki with a slow peek. PTK is already waiting. Finally, one good headshot to seal the deal off. They're gonna go try to take the C4, but Neo is just waiting. And right now, Croatia, they have one more round.
Yeah, look at this game. Such a stark difference from what we saw last game, right? It was 16-1, and now we have 11-11. We have 4 1s.
Wow, yeah, 16-1 into... Maybe like this is your prayer.
Yeah.
Has been answered straight.
You said it. We wanted a 16-4, and now we're almost kind of getting it, right? But, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. 11-11.
So do I,
Neck
right?
to neck, toe to toe.
I miss this.
You miss this?
Yeah, I miss this fight.
All right, Omwawa. All right. But yeah, Banana control not going to be given away just like that by the CT side.
Oh, so many utility thrown at the Banana. Yeah.
So much used in this Banana. So much invested. Nothing gained just yet from the T side. But the T side are going to start making a move. Sego, though. Push them right away.
Yeah. I'm
Just
down.
like that.
I'm gonna fall back.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, through the smoke. Sego. Oh my god. Is this like the second time I've seen him get killed through the smoke?
I think it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's... I can't imagine how tilted he is right now. But still, Banana control still available for the CTs. But it's only just a jump spot. And Maki, he's going to know the B side is their target. Guys, back me up here. Back me up. Going to have to start making a move right now. And finally, we are going to see the rotation. But it might just be a little too late. That Molly is beautiful. And a free kill towards the backside will secure this side for them. But Neo finds Dragon somehow, even though he was not ready for it. Question is, are they going to check this corner? No! Check your corners, dudes! All right. 12-11. I don't know why we're seeing their face, but yeah, 12-11 for Serbia.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful take onto B, and that was a beautiful position as well. But I must say, not checking your corners.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge homework if you're not checking, always checking the corners here. Especially, it's common to see people stay in that position.
Exactly, yeah. No, maybe it's because it's so common that they don't expect it, right? So we've seen this before. Like, you know what? Nobody's going to be there. They're too scared to do that, but they're not. And taking that risk proved to be fruitful for Serbia as they, yet again, take the lead with 12-11.
Okay. Will Serbia play really fast, but Neo is already pushed in. And he failed, but Berkey is trying to get some amount of player, the same, the quantity player, but Xric, they still on the A side, and A side is just being stacked as well by Croatia.
Yeah.
B side is empty.
B side is empty, but Croatia is making these SMGs work very, very, very well. So it is, albeit all the shortcomings, a 3v3. And Serbia have decided to take this one real slow. I don't think they've decided where to go yet.
Yeah. The C4 still on the mid section. Let's just wait and see. Berkey. At the balcony.
He's going to win this for sure. I mean...
Yeah, the fire rate for this weapon is real fast.
It's too much for Choiv. And if Choiv decides to go right now... Oh, that's a good bait. But he's going to check this, but... Not expecting Choiv despite going for the peek. That cost him his life. Maki somehow finds a kill again through the smoke. We are seeing lots of these today.
Far too many through the smokes. And 15 seconds to go. C4 hasn't been planted, and right now we are hearing PTK is planting the C4.
I hear chickens.
Yeah.
I don't see chickens. I hear chickens. But towards library and towards halls, they're going to try and wrap around these terrorists. Post plant. Oh my God, going to go ahead and see ahead. That will secure that one free kill. But Troy is going to try and turn around, but only going to be able to get one. And with that, yet again, we see an equalizer. 12-12, Mr. Wawa.
Yeah, it's really a close game right
Oh, boy.
now. Wow.
Yeah. This is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Right? This is exactly what I signed up for. 12-12, a very close game between these two strong teams. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love seeing Dragon pop off, but somehow he's slowing down a little bit. Probably needs some more support from his teammates to try and get more of those entries we've seen in the first part of the second half.
Yeah.
But also good job from Croatia from,
Keeping up.
for keeping up and just making sure that they don't slip away.
Yeah, and they're doing it really great.
Yeah.
They've done their homework. They played really more tactical, I must say.
Yeah.
They just really patient, waiting
And
for Serbia.
their ability to use the SMGs, right? The MP9 was actually very, very useful for them in those close angles. Like that was not easy to do, but they did it.
Yeah, they maximize the SMG with the close range.
Yep.
Go straight because there is some angle, right, when you can use this SMG, especially if you really love to push the partner.
For sure. And we're gonna see that yet again from Sego. We're gonna have to see where Sego's headed. Sego, I believe, is headed towards Banana, where no T's are present. Another slow round now. Serbia, I feel like they were adopting the Croatia gameplay. Just taking things slow, baiting out utilities before they head anywhere together. They even left the C4 all the way back at Cave, meaning that they're ready to commit into the late part of this round.
Yes, Choif. I think it's Choif who's bringing the C4 here. He's still staying at the ramp.
Yeah.
And T-base, so it's a very, very far away place.
He threw it back down. Look at that.
Yeah.
1 minute left, and no indication whatsoever as to where they're going.
Yeah, this is a battle of patience.
It is.
Inferno.
It is Inferno.
Yeah, who will lose the focus here? Especially
Now I'm starting to remember why I hate this map. Did I say I love this map?
You say you love this map, right? No?
I'm lying.
But yeah, this is the game style for Inferno.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's no choice, right?
Yeah, there's no choice.
Information. The information game is the name of the game here. And so far, I think at least Serbia is doing a good job of not revealing where they are. Finally, now there's going to be a smoke towards the arch side. A flash is going to come through as well. So this is looking like a very straightforward execute towards A. But their challenge is finding Neo. Never mind, Salted is the one that's found first. Can they find Neo as well? Neo is blinded fully, and they do check that corner this time around, and that means the A side is free for the taking, and a save is already called.
Wow. All right, that is safe. 13 and 12. Even like C4 has been planted.
Yeah.
No way Croatia will try to make somebody take here.
With an MP9, yeah.
I mean, like, all right.
Okay. You were saying?
I was saying, like, Sego could try
Yeah.
to get some weapon, right? Because he's using MP9.
You're right. There was no point for him to save, right?
Yeah,
So-
there's no point.
But yeah, nothing is going to come out of that. They are all dead. No guns carried forward onto the next round. So Croatia, they're going to have to fight much, much more here.
Yeah, looking scary.
Looking very scary.
For
They
Croatia.
took the lead, and somehow Serbia is taking all that back.
Yeah, they slip off. I mean, like, at the 7 winning in a row.
Yeah.
And only one round. Taken, it's sufficient enough to get some momentum for Serbia.
Yeah. Okay. Another slow round. I feel like this is the staple of the games on Inferno, right? As you said.
Yeah. If you're hearing something at the round of a utility intro at 30 seconds, probably it's gonna be the set that will be.
Yeah, that's probably where they're going. But yeah, Sego, he was waiting for the flash from his teammate, but the timing was perfect for PTK. PTK will have to find a Dancer towards Fountain, and Fountain Dancer is dead, finally. And this fight towards mid will bear fruit for the CT side. Neo is going to find a kill. Not going to be able to recover that weapon, though, so this retake is still looking impossible.
Yeah, with only 2 handgun there, 2 pistol, and down as well, salted. Last player standing. He's at the second mid here. Salted.
Nah,
I don't think that he can do much here.
He's gonna have to go and die now, right? He doesn't want to.
Do you want to save this?
No, I don't think so.
Just go.
Gonna have to find something. There is a weapon available, but I don't know how he's gonna recover it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go through sewers.
Yep.
Gonna have to duck.
On your left.
Seen before. Observers, hello. Okay.
All right, but it's fine.
All right.
I think he's down.
It's fine. He's down. We know what was gonna happen anyway. It's not like he's gonna flick and get 2 kills, right? So. Yeah, another round on the board for Serbia, and that is looking extremely close
14
to a complete comeback.
Yeah, 14 and 12.
Yeah.
Let's go, 16 and 14.
16 and 14. I mean,
I mean,
all we have to see now is Croatia bring it to 16.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll have a 16-14. Or they get to 14, and then Serbia says, no.
Yeah, we're going to take the last 2 rounds.
We're going to take the last 2 rounds, but all these scenarios in our heads, man, Omwawa, I think we've seen this a little too much, right? Like, we've been through this a little too much that we know it's very possible.
Yes. Or maybe, is it too early
for
us to see
I don't know.
this one?
Is it too early? I don't mind a 16-14. I don't mind a 15-15.
I would love to see
I would love to see an overtime, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Serbia, Croatia, very fitting teams to be here today. 14-12, they do have weapons now. I see no AWP on the side of the CTs, though. And I feel like that might be one of the key things that they can do to try and stop this momentum from Serbia.
Yeah, they need to probably like not playing so passively.
Yeah.
Just replicate what Serbia do as the CT.
Yeah.
Push, and there you go. They are making
a
push movement. Neo with the double frags, and there is salted as well. So 2v3. The C4 still at the mid section. Yeah, still at the mid side.
Deep control towards Banana is so good here from Croatia. That means there can only be one thing that's going to happen next, and that is middle. And Salted is ready here. Is he going to check the angle just at the right time? He is! He's going to spray it down, and only going to get one so far. The USP gets pulled out, and the second kill goes through 13-14. Our scenario is getting real.
Wow. Yeah, and this is a replay. I mean, like, it's what Croatia need to do. They need to play aggressive.
But I feel like they didn't change too much here. It's just that Serbia pushed mid a little too early, I feel like, and they just fell, all 3 of them, right?
Yeah, maybe like there's also some information because we saw there is someone that pushed the Banana.
Yeah, you're right. And with that control towards Banana, they know there can only be one possibility, and that is mid, and that's where they stacked. This time, though, they're going to go for another heavy Banana control. Someone is stuck at logs, but no nades thrown just yet. Or rather, the nades are going to land somewhere else, and that is some good chunk of damage onto X-Ray. Not going to find any kill just yet. Instead, Maki is going to get taken down as he gets zoned out by the Molly. And mid, once again, is probably where they're going to head to.
Okay, let's see here what Croatia can do. Because the A will be hit by Serbia. Already at the A side. Some Molotov
Wait,
just
they're rotating off of A?
They opt not to do some retake.
Interesting.
But Serbia is gonna go into the B side.
Okay. The flash comes through. Oh wait, where are you checking?
It's
Thankfully, Salted is there to keep his buddy alive. Will get taken down nonetheless. Salted, they'll have to do something here. No, not gonna be able to pull off a miracle. Sego will instead be able to pull it off back into a 2v2. No, a 3v2 rather.
Yeah,
it's all up to our friend here, Urki. Are we gonna get checked? He's not gonna get checked! Or rather, he's not gonna get checked properly, and that means a 2v2. It is a very possible retake for the CT side.
Actually, it's just planting the bomb, but Dragon with a very nice headshot. Fast headshot. Fast response. 1v2.
Oh, he spotted.
Ooh, yeah. And what? All right,
Okay.
still Dragon 1v1. There's an option here for Dragon just to wait.
Oh!
Yeah, with a small angle, Dragon
Yeah,
just punish.
that was such a tight angle. He made it work. And just like that, 15 is on the board. Match point is real. Omwawa.
Match point, but still
Still.
only one leg.
We did say we want to see a 15-15.
Yeah, or maybe like 16 and 14,
16-14.
but we're not gonna see 16 and 14.
I mean, we can still see a 16-14 if
Still.
Croatia wins this and then Serbia wins it.
Yeah,
You're
but
saying Serbia is gonna win, Omwawa?
I think so because I'm not. I'm looking at the economy of.
Yeah, I was just gonna say more MP9s, a FAMAS and a Deagle against 4 AKs and a Mag-10. I mean, Choiv, interesting choice here. Not gonna opt for that drop from Veldon. He's just gonna use what he has. You know, he's more of a support player anyway, right? So we're just gonna see him throw out utilities while carrying that bomb and help his teammates as best he can. But it feels like we're gonna be in a pause again. No, never mind.
Yep.
Timer starts.
Timer starts. Let's go. Let's jump. It's probably gonna be the last round,
Oh,
or we could see another round if Croatia just take the winning round.
Indeed, potentially the last round of this map. A flash is gonna get thrown. Sego is gonna spawn some. Oh! BTK! Are you kidding me? That was a beautiful kill. Maki will get a first for CTs. Next ring is gonna trade it right away, making it a 4v3. Make that a 4v2. And if Salted cannot survive here, it's a 1v4. But Salted will take that swing right away. But unfortunately for the side of Croatia, Serbia will be able to close this down 16-13.
Yeah, very close call by Serbia. Even though like they are losing 7 rounds in a row, they are making some miracle, but just they're pulling off something. And they take the game against Croatia.
They came prepared for this, Omwawa. They know that losing 0-7 is not something to be worried about. And they proved that to us. 0-7 means nothing. They can just come right back and instead take the win 16-13. It looked kind of shaky a little bit, right? Because Croatia was keeping up with Serbia in the second half. They can still manage to equalize, 10-10, 11-11, 12-12 even. But then Serbia started figuring things out, and that's when we knew that Serbia was going to take the game.
Yeah, so this is our match winner with a 16-13 about the score, Serbia.
Yes, I mean, I love seeing it, and Dragon just popped off. Dragon is probably one of the strongest players on the server right there, right? With all his entries, even towards the last round where he was clutching a 1v2.
Yeah,
yeah, that was a great showing from both teams. And Dragon specifically, I think, was, one of the key highlights of this match.
Yeah, probably I must agree with you there, Dragon. Serbia is really relying on Dragon, which is sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. Because when you rely on one player only, it's gonna be hard when he's on cold hand.
That's true. That's true. We saw the 9-9. I think we knew something was going to happen for Serbia, and something did happen. Thankfully, we were here to witness it, Omwawa. So, good stuff from Serbia.
Yeah, from 9-9, 10-10, going into...
We got 11-11 and 12-12 even.
Yeah.
Right? So, it was really all the way, a lockstep between these two teams. But Serbia, in the end, was the better team, as they were able to pick apart the defense of Croatia.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was more interesting to see that Croatia was managing to keep up, but then sort of slowed down.
Yeah, they slowed down. Even like Dragon also is slowing
down. Yeah.
Slowed
but
down.
it was not enough for Croatia to make a comeback again in the second half, right? The Dragon impact in the first part of the second half was too much.
Too much.
Right? They built up too much momentum, and Serbia just went with it.
Yeah, so there you go. Our second match of the day, even though like the first match probably like really fast, but going into the second game there, we are seeing a very maybe like a competitive one.
Yeah,
right?
it's more. It's definitely more competitive. It was much more like what we wanted. A close game.
Close game. Very
keeping
close
up with
one.
one another, and some really sick plays from the players. I love it. This is more of what we wanted to see here in WEC Bali 2022.
Yeah. and we have it there at our second match.
Yeah.
And also like because this is some a group stage, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a lot of match today.
We are.
In total of like what, 6 matches?
6 matches, I think. Yeah.
6 matches.
So yeah, you gotta stay tuned, guys. There's more of these coming. I don't know if we're gonna see more 16-1s or we're gonna see more 16-13s, but what matters is we're gonna have more games for you. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait to see the third match rather.
Yeah.
But that second match, I feel like was an indication of how powerful these nations are.
Yeah.
Right. If we can see more of these nations, more of these superpowers from all over the world, yeah, we're gonna have some fun time in the next 10 days.
Yeah, but the group stage, I must say, it's quite a hell here because
It
only 3 nations.
3 nations
that will go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because 5 teams is already waiting in the playoffs.
Correct. So yeah, the 5 teams are gonna be chilling right now,
Chilling,
just
watching,
enjoying
right? Watching.
some CSGO, enjoying some comebacks, right? And they can learn about their opponents too.
Yeah.
And so that's the advantage of making it to the playoffs. If you don't want to play in the group stage, make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, quite stacked here.
Yeah, it is.
For the group stage. Serbia, Croatia, they're in the same group, right? We are not seeing any other groups. Maybe like other groups is the same like this one.
Yeah, maybe it's also
all
stacked.
of them is kind of like stacked.
Yeah, yeah. Because, again, these are the best players. Some of the best players. I would say some rookies as well, right? They're trying to make a name for themselves here at WEC. But I would say that the level that they're bringing with them is insane, right? And we saw that in that last game between Serbia and Croatia. And I think, I know we're going to see way more of that towards the next 10 days.
With a full action package. We already see Nook played Inferno.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another map. Can we see? But if you're talking about the MVP of our second match, I must say it's gotta be Dragon, right?
I would say it's
I would say I would say it's Dragon.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, I think I've said his name way too much.
Way too much.
Way
too much.
To not have him as MVP, right? So I think that's a fair assessment. I feel like Dragon is going to be up there. I don't know if he's the MVP. Maybe there are some other players who are more impactful. But on the surface, I think Dragon will have to take the cake.
Yeah, so do I, man. Yeah. Dragon is the guy that your team is on the losing side.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the one that, okay, I'm going to step up. I'm going to bring my teams to
I'll
glory.
handle it myself. Yeah. You know,
you're like,
that kind of guy.
Yeah, well, what I remember from him is that he's doing the entry fraggers.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's doing all by himself.
His entries were insane, all right? He was literally just running at the CTs and getting the first kill, not waiting for his teammates, and then just swing again to get a second kill, and just like that, the side is open.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a player like that in a team, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're playing as the entry, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Playing as the entry, meaning that you have the 50-50 chance.
Exactly.
To be picked off by your opponent.
I would say it's not even a 50-50. It's more favored for the CTs, right? The defending side, they will have the better position, and it's really up to the terrorists to know how to use their utilities to, you know, make them uncomfortable and have to reposition awkwardly, and that's when you punish them. But what we saw was just Dragon pushing in without really any real support, I would say. That's not fair. Of course, there was support from his teammates, but his ability to just, you know, flick heads is out of this world.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Very, very good one. But yeah, we are still waiting for the MVP for our second game. But what do you say? The 2 matches that we've been played here.
First game was a little too one-sided, I feel like, right? The 16-1, not the best game that Malta wanted. But they still have time to recover, right? So now we're going to check out the MVP of the match between Serbia and Croatia, and it is going to be Dragon.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be Dragon.
Yeah.
27 frags.
Dude, what? 27.
27.
Average damage per round is 95. That means every single round he always gets a kill.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got this guy.
Yeah. And yeah, 16-13 is not the most dominant performance in the world, but the fact that they came back from 0-7 makes it way more impressive in my book, right? Like the fact that you can recover You're not taken aback by the pressure of having to come back from 0-7. That's good, right? That shows that Serbia came here to win.
Yeah.
They know what it takes to win, and they did it.
Yeah, and probably like they have some good mentality as well.
Yeah.
They're just making all of their play style.
Yeah, I mean, coming into a land like this, it feels like you have to prove yourself, right? And I think Serbia, with this win, with that showing of coming back from 0-7, that have cemented their status as one of the teams to look out for.
Yeah,
you
especially
have to make sure.
especially playing at the stage. Right?
Yes.
It will be different if they play it not on the stage.
It's different. Yeah, I can tell you that. I can tell you it's a different feeling. It's a different kind of pressure playing on stage. So the fact that they managed to pull that off today, I feel like that's impressive. So the other teams playing here at WEC 2022, you're going to have to look out for Serbia. But of course, you're also going to have to look out for Croatia, because they did show really good things in the first half, especially with that very early lead, right? So yeah, congratulations to Serbia, of course, but good game and well played to both teams.
Yeah, and we're gonna maybe jump into the game 3 after this one.
All right.
The third match, but what do we have after the MVP here?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go take a break soon.
We're gonna take a break soon?
Yeah, are we gonna take a break soon? I feel like we're gonna take a break soon. But we're just waiting for confirmation from production. In the meantime, though, I just want to say that was a great game.
Oh man, a very, very good game.
Good game indeed.
Yeah, good game. Well played by both Serbia and Croatia.
Yep. So yeah,
can we see Ancient?
I hope so. I mean, we gotta see all the maps, right? Well, we did see Nuke, we did see Inferno. You said you wanted Mirage.
Yeah, I want some Mirage. We haven't seen Mirage yet. Probably
Mirage.
When I'm off, you know, like if I'm saying like I would love to see a Mirage when I'm off. Probably we're gonna see Mirage.
Because you want to watch Mirage. God damn. Okay. All right. We're just gonna take a break then, guys. Don't go anywhere. I mean, if you want to take a break, go toilet, grab a snack or drink. That's fine. But make sure you come back here for our third match of the day here at IESF 14th WEC Bali 2022. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's my game, it's my world, these are my chords.
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. together.
Get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Why?
Because
This is smooth. And this?
Galaxy A53 5G with awesome smooth display. Buy now.
masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan. Sebagai komitmen kami, memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat datang di sebuah pengalaman.
Warga plus 62 emang banyak maunya. Dari drakoran sampai banjir air mata. Nonton action yang mantul. Sampai nonton tendangan cantik. Maksudnya ini. Mau nonton apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa, sampai bikin gak ngedip. Jadi nonton apa sekarang?
All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together. All it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship. Created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. with the future in sight. Together,
get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Why?
Because
This is smooth. And this?
Galaxy A53 5G with awesome smooth display. Buy now.
Masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan. Sebagai komitmen kami, memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat datang di sebuah pengalaman perjalanan baru Indonesia bersama InJourney. Terbang bersama kami untuk melihat pariwisata Indonesia. Sirkuit internasional, bentang alam, ragam atraksi budaya, produk lokal asli Indonesia, warisan budaya, keamanan dan kenyamanan. InJourney membawa keramahan Indonesia ke dunia.
Warga plus 62 emang banyak maunya. Dari drakoran sampai banjir air mata. Nonton action yang mantul. Sampai nonton tendangan cantik. Maksudnya ini. Mau nonton apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa, sampai bikin gak ngedip. Jadi nonton apa sekarang?
all it takes is one dream. One dream that becomes a journey. To drive an ambition. Believing in yourself. Persevering challenges. Always focused on the dream. To grow aspirations. Having the will to keep going. Building a future with a legacy. Knowing dreams can come true. Over 11 years of growth. The spirit of entrepreneurship created possibilities. Realized new potentials. Innovate for the better. Expand horizons. To change lives. To connect new ideas. To explore new grounds. With the future in sight. Together.
Get Galaxy A33 5G. Galaxy A33 5G with awesome battery. Buy now. Get Galaxy A53 5G.
Why?
Because
This is smooth.
Display, buy now.
Masih bingung cari jasa ekspedisi? Central Cargo hadir sebagai solusi pengiriman barang Anda dengan terus meningkatkan kualitas pelayanan. Sebagai komitmen kami, memberikan pelayanan terbaik untuk Anda. Kini kami telah dipercaya oleh ribuan customer. Di balik pertumbuhan Central Cargo yang pesat, kami memiliki ratusan drop point yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia. Dalam membangun kepercayaan, kita tumbuh bersama.
Selamat Datang Indonesia. Warisan
Sampai nonton tendangan cantik apapun, semua ada di video. Mulai dari yang bikin berbunga-bunga, keringet dingin, ketawa.
It's my world, it's my community. We believe in unity. It's my game, it's my world. These are my chords.
Welcome back to the Counter-Strike Global Offensive edition of the IESF 14th World Esports Championship held in Bali. My name is Contra, here with me is Sleepy, and we've already had 2 crazy rounds that has just concluded, and we're definitely in for more.
Yeah, we're definitely in for more. You guys cannot wait for this third map, as we cannot wait for this third match. And yeah, the first 2 matches were kind of like a preview of what we're capable of seeing here, right? Today,
Exactly. Overall, against Croatia, and they all came really close, and I'm definitely looking forward if there ever is going to be a rematch going on for some of these guys out there. And also, for those of you who are currently watching all over the world, especially for those of you guys who are from Europe, watching in the middle of the night, welcome on board, because we're going to have a whole lot of teams coming from Europe that's going to be performing on stage later on. So with this upcoming match coming from the groups, we're going to be having Montenegro taking on Belgium. So I'm looking forward for this.
Me too, man. I mean, we've seen some of the countries play, but we, of course, have to... Me too, man. I mean, we've seen some of the countries play, but we, of course, have to kind of get a lay of the land, right? We want to know the power rankings between these countries playing. So this is like that thing. You know, the first day is like a tour of the power rankings, right? We want to know how powerful each country is, and we want to just see if we're going to get some of those close matches that we just seen between Serbia and Croatia.
Exactly that. And of course, now that they've already gotten themselves used to the islands of the gods here in Bali, dipping their toes in the sand, the IESF 14th World Esports Championship is part of the Indonesia Esports Summit 2022, and it's also an annual celebration of the country's esports ecosystem initiated by IESF as well as PBVSI.
Yes, I mean, we also like to thank, of course, our supporters, right? We are supported by wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC, and Kony. And of course, we'd also like to thank our sponsors here. Contra, we have JHL Group, JHL Auto, Nusepay, Das, Gudang Crypto, Pertamina. And of course, we'd also like to thank our sponsors here. Contra, we have JHL Group, JHL Auto, Nusepay, Das, Gudang Crypto, Pertamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydro Coco, IndyHome, Telkomsel, HIN, Episode Hotel, Merusaka Nusa Dua, where we're here, and Mineski Global, alongside Indonesia Football, E-League, ESID, and Lemon ID.
Exactly, and we also like to thank our media partners that's cooperated with us throughout this whole journey. And there's going to be many days that they'll be here with us, where we have Net TV, Transtudio, Esports ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih, Bolasco, and also Kami Bijak.
Yes, sir. I mean, without them, this won't be possible.
Exactly.
And we won't be here casting some good games of CSGO. So we are really thankful.
I couldn't imagine if it was just me sitting back in
my
monitor screen. I'm just going to be missing out on all these great stuff, and I'm really grateful because I get to meet all of you guys.
Course,
and there's so many amazing people from the esports scene and the
from around
ecosystem.
the world.
Exactly.
Like we just talked to some guys from New Zealand, from NA, and I'm pretty sure there are more out there. And we'd just like to welcome everyone here to Bali, of course. So enjoy. And well, it looks like we're gonna just head back into it, Contra. We're gonna get into match number 3 between Montenegro and
Belgium.
Belgium, yes.
The IESF
Exactly.
would like to welcome you to the 14th Esports World Championships.
All right.
You've heard the cue to call, and you know it's time for us to hit right into action. And here we are at Overpass for our third match of the day.
Good variety today, Contra. We got Nuke, we got Inferno, and now we are on Overpass bathrooms. Oh, the party is on as Creepow flanks the terrorist from the party side. He's going to get the second. Is he? I don't know. But all we know is the AZs. He's going to get all the heads towards bathrooms.
That's right. Scorpion still does a little bit of a sting right there. Gets a headshot onto road to Perban. And Cass knows the whereabouts. He's going to be able to take it from behind. And there we go. Belgium with the lead.
I mean, that was a pretty dominant start, I guess. Started with a bang again. And I love that they are so hyperactive and taking controls of bathroom, not allowing the T's any sort of control towards that A side. So that was a dominant showing from that round.
Very quick wrap around as well coming in from the Belgium side. So Montenegro definitely needs to make a couple of adjustments. Still having to go on this eco round, and especially when you do have an Emperor on the other side. It's going to be a little daunting, though.
It is. There are 4 MP9s to work with against only Glocks, I believe. I do. Oh, wait, no. I do see some sheriffs. There's a force buy from a T's Contra.
Oh, indeed it is. And let's see if they're going to get those one taps going for themselves, though. Kerpow on the outskirts. Won't be able to spot anything for now, though.
But this is information, right? This is information that the T's are waiting around towards that mid area. And Kerpow, he's going to have to be careful not to get caught.
They're early on midst of rotation here, so the Belgian side really has to be very, very slow on their move if they really want to proceed forward with this.
Jump peek, making sure that the water is clear.
Squeaky.
And Artie is going to open up the Squeaky, going to head straight into short. Not going to find anyone just yet. If AZ decides to swing right now, he's going to find a free kill, I believe. But will he do that? That is the question.
Trying to connect some of all these shots here through the walls. Not going to be able to get much at all. Some setups laid down, and Scorpion's going to be the first one to be taken out. DFX is just looking under the sewage here. Still knowing that there's going to be somebody out there who spots the bomb on the ground. We'll be able to take one out.
And A-Short is a bloodbath. No entry whatsoever allowed by the counter-terrorists and Monster. So 0. Okay, that's one that we needed to see. Of course, DFX is not...
Ngantuk nungguin jadwal pertandingan? Jangan sampai ketiduran. Coffee time dulu. Minum kopi kapal api special mix gula aren. Ini sih lo harus cobain. Kopi hitam yang nikmat dengan gula aren asli. Jelas, lebih enak. Klik link di bawah untuk beli ya.
Conversations and we've seen the players getting themselves ready and warmed up. Like there's some great stories that we forgot to learn ourselves where one of the players do have a little bit of disability, but look at him now representing Belgium in this competition against some of the best in the world. And of course, they have what it takes to be the best themselves.
They do. And this lead is probably going to convert into a third round since, you know, they forced up that second round. I don't know if that was the best decision, but it was also because DFX had an M4 in hand. Consume. Try and lead the way. He did get one, but the spray down! That is, of course, an easy cleanup. Sure, there's another shot there by Roll and Joshan, but it was still a kill in the end for Belgium. And 3-0, we are looking at an AWP now on the side of the Montenegro.
You just love to see it so early into this